Hey guys, this is Misel. Welcome back to another practical lesson. We are going to have a lot of fun today. You know why? Because we are talking about fun. Before getting to this lesson and vocabulary review, I want to give you some questions, some warm-up questions. Are you ready? Number one, what is your definition of fun? How do you explain fun? How do you describe it? And what are the essential elements of having fun? Number two, who do you have the most fun with? Number three, is having fun good for your health? And the last question, do you save fun for vacations or weekends? Let's dive in.
Fun. What brings you joy? In her TED Talk, Why Having Fun is the Secret to a Healthier Life, scientist Catherine Price says adults need to stop thinking of fun as a frivolous thing. Fun, according to Price, is no laughing matter. Instead, we should think of it as the secret to feeling alive. What does fun look like to you? Do you think of it as an activity? Price suggests reframing fun by thinking of it as a feeling. People who are having fun look like they are being illuminated from within, Price says in her TED Talk. Then she describes three essential elements of fun: playfulness, connection, and flow. You can think of these as the fundamentals. Matt Weinstein, an expert in team building, agrees that adults need to relearn how to play. The act of playing together fosters a feeling of community. Like Weinstein and Price, high-performance coach Brendan Burchard says that friendships are the wellspring of fun. Burchard also advises quitting or delegating things that bring no joy to make space for more fun experiences and people. Burchard adds that ridiculous, joyous fun requires immersion. Like Price, he draws on the research of psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who popularized the concept of flow. You have to be fully present in the moment for joy to arise and time to disappear. Marie Forleo, a thought leader for business and life, insists that fun is an inside job, but that everyone's definition is unique. She encourages her followers to find ways to make a party out of anything, including mundane routines like making dinner or cleaning up. For Forleo, pure joy is a spontaneous dance break in the middle of a workday. For social media influencer Sadie Aldis, fun is a car concert. This involves listening to her favorite playlist and driving alone in the car with no destination in mind. Is fun the same thing as happiness? According to Mike Rucker, the author of The Fun Habit, there's an important distinction between fun and happiness. Rucker cautions that the pursuit of happiness in general can make you miserable since life is full of unexpected ups and downs. Instead, he recommends making a list of people and things that bring you joy. Once you figure out your fun, spend at least 2 hours every day immersed in it. In other words, don't wait for vacations and weekends to enjoy yourself.
Okay, here we are. Part one, vocabulary review. Number one, frivolous. Frivolous. Frivolous is an adjective, and it means not having any serious value or purpose. So, frivolous is an adjective, and it means not having any serious purpose or value. For example, she spent her money on frivolous items she didn't really need. She spent her money on frivolous items she didn't really need. Frivolous items. Number two, stop making frivolous excuses and focus on what matters. Stop making frivolous excuses and focus on what matters. Frivolous. We can use not important somehow as a synonym for frivolous. Not important, or things that have no value, things that are not important, okay? Frivolous. Number two, illuminate. Illuminate. Illuminate is a verb and it means to light something and make it brighter. To light something and make it brighter. For example, the street was beautifully illuminated during the festival. The street was beautifully illuminated during the festival. Her face illuminated with joy when she saw her old friend. Her face illuminated with joy when she saw her old friend. Illuminate. Number three, Essential. Essential means absolutely necessary. Absolutely necessary. For example, strong communication skills are essential in leadership roles. It's essential to practice speaking daily if you want to improve your English. It's essential to practice English daily if you want to improve your English. Essential, absolutely necessary. Number 4, element. Element. Element means a component of a whole. Okay? For example, honesty is an important element of a strong relationship. Honesty is an important element of a strong relationship. Oxygen is a chemical element found in the air we breathe. Oxygen is a chemical element found in the air we breathe. Element. Number 5, foster. Foster means to encourage the development of something, to nurture. To encourage the development of something, to nurture. Foster. For example, teachers should foster creativity in their students. Teachers should encourage the development of creativity in their students. Foster. The program aims to foster better communication among team members. The program aims to foster better communication among team members. Foster, to encourage the development of something. Foster is a verb. Number 6, an inside job. An inside job. An inside job is something that's done by the people in a workplace. Okay, so something that's done by the people in a workplace, inside a workplace. For example, the robbery was suspected to be an inside job. The robbery was suspected to be an inside job. It means someone from within the company, the organization, did the robbery. Okay? Number 2, the company discovered that the data leak was an inside job. The company discovered that the data leak was an inside job. Someone from the company, someone who works there, leaked the data. Okay? An inside job. Number 7 is very practical. Mundane. Mundane. Mundane means boring, means dull. Mundane. For example, she was tired of her mundane office tasks or office job or office routine. She was tired of her mundane office tasks, office routine, office jobs, whatever, office job. Okay? So mundane, mundane. Or don't let mundane tasks drain your creativity. Don't let mundane tasks drain your creativity. Mundane. Number 8 is also very practical. Spontaneous. Spontaneous means happening without plans, all of a sudden. When something happens all of a sudden, it is spontaneous, happening without plans. Spontaneous. For example, their trip to the mountains was completely spontaneous. Their trip to the mountains was completely spontaneous. It happened without plans, without planning. She made a spontaneous decision to join the dance competition. She made a spontaneous decision to join the dance competition. Spontaneous decision. To make a spontaneous decision means to make a decision in split second. Remember split second? Our previous lesson? Yeah? Number 9, immersion. Immersion is a noun and it means to fully involve yourself in something, to deeply involve yourself in something. And the verb is immerse. Immersion is a noun, verb is immerse. For example, language immersion is one of the best ways to learn quickly. This is what something that I always say. Language immersion is one of the best ways to learn quickly. Language immersion. It means when you fully engage yourself with learning that language, when you fully involve yourself in learning. Language immersion. His immersion in the project left little time for social life. His immersion in the project left little time for social life. He was so immersed in the project that he barely had enough time for his social life. He was so immersed. His immersion, okay? Number 10, draw on. To draw on is a phrasal verb, and it means to rely on, to use something as a reference, to rely on. For example, she drew on her years of experience to handle the crisis calmly. She drew is the past form, drew on her years of experience to handle the crisis calmly. Or successful leaders draw on their past experiences to make better decisions. Successful leaders rely on their past experiences to make better decisions. So successful leaders draw on their past experiences. Successful leaders rely on their past experiences, or successful leaders use their past experiences. Okay? Number 10, delegate. Again, very practical. To assign a task or responsibility to somebody else. To assign a task or assign a responsibility to somebody else. For example, a good manager knows how to delegate tasks effectively. A good manager knows how to delegate tasks effectively. Don't try to do everything yourself. Learn to delegate. Don't try to do everything yourself. Learn to delegate. So to delegate means to assign a task to somebody else. To delegate responsibility, to delegate a task, or to delegate tasks. Okay? And the last word, distinction. Distinction is a noun, and it means something that makes one different from others. Something that makes one different from others. For example, she achieved the distinction of being the youngest CEO in the company's history. She achieved the distinction of being the youngest CEO in the company's history. His writing style carries a unique distinction that sets him apart. His writing style carries a unique distinction that sets him apart. Distinction, something that makes one different from others. Okay? So, frivolous, illuminate, essential, element, foster, an inside job, mundane, spontaneous, immersion, draw on, delegate, and distinction. In the second part of the lesson, we are going to be looking at a few questions from the context and try to find answers to them. Are you ready? Number 1, according to Catherine Price, what are the 3 fundamentals of fun? According to Catherine Price, what are the 3 fundamentals of fun? What are the 3 elements of fun? What are the 3 fundamentals of fun? Let's go back to the context here. Okay, perfect. So we talked about this in the second paragraph, right? Where it says, then she describes 3 essential elements. Then she describes 3 essential elements of fun. Playfulness, connection, and flow. You can think of these as the fundamentals. Okay, this is why it is very important to always have keywords highlighted from the context. So our keywords here in this paragraph are essential and fundamentals. Okay? Essential and fundamentals. Then she describes 3 essential elements of fun: playfulness, connection, and flow. You think of these as the fundamentals. So going back to the question, according to Catherine Price, what are the 3 fundamentals of fun? The 3 fundamentals of fun are playfulness, connection, and flow. I'm just gonna underline them. Perfect. Okay. Question number 2. What does Brendan Burchard recommend doing if something brings no joy into one's life? Why does he recommend doing this? Okay, so I'm just going to highlight this green. Okay, so our keywords here are Brendan, what is going on here? Okay. Going to change it to a pencil. Okay, keywords here are Brendan Burchard and something brings no joy into one's life and why. Okay, so Brendan Burchard. If I go back, I try to find the paragraph where it's talking about Burchard. Okay, so let's take a quick look here. And there. So here. Let's take a look at this. Brendan Burchard. Brendan Burchard says that friendships are the wellspring of fun. Burchard also advises quitting or delegating things that bring no joy to make space for more fun experiences and people. So there we go. So this is going to be our answer. We found the same keywords here, Brendan Burchard and something that brings no joy, right? If you look back here, Brendan Burchard and no joy. So these were the 2 keywords that we were looking for. We found the same keywords in the 3rd paragraph. So Brendan Burchard says that friendships are the wellspring of fun. Burchard also advises quitting or delegating things that bring no joy to make space for more fun experiences. So what does he recommend? He recommends or he advises quitting or delegating things that bring no joy. Okay? Quitting or delegating things that bring no joy. The second part of the question was, why does he recommend doing this? Why? Because this way, by delegating things that bring no joy, we can make space for more fun experiences. So this is the why part. This is the answer to the why part. Because we can make space for more fun experiences. This is the why part. Okay? Perfect. Number 3. Why does the reading mention Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi? Why does the reading mention Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi? Okay? I'm going to highlight this in red. Okay, why does the reading mention Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi? Why? So the keyword is Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi and why? Okay, let's go back here. I am going to look for Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, which I can see it in, yes, paragraph 4, Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. Let's read the paragraph together. Burchard adds that ridiculous, joyous fun requires immersion. Like Price, he draws on the research of psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who popularized the concept of flow. You have to be fully present in the moment for joy to arise and time to disappear. Okay, so the question was why his name was mentioned. We can say Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi was mentioned because he's a psychologist who popularized the concept of flow. You have to be fully present in the moment for joy to arise and time to disappear. So because he's a psychologist who popularized the concept of flow. This is the answer, okay? I'm just going to highlight it in red. Because he's the psychologist who popularized the concept of flow. Number 4, does Sadie Aldis's idea of fun match Catherine Price's definition? What might Price suggest to make a car concert more fun? Okay, so the two things, I'm just going to highlight it purple first. And then the two keywords are Sadie Aldis's idea of fun and car concert. So Sadie Aldis's idea of fun and Catherine Price's definition of fun. Let's go back. We talked about Catherine Price in the first and second paragraph, right? What does she say about having fun? So she says that fun, according to Price, is no laughing matter. Instead, we should think of it as the secret to feeling alive. What does fun look like to you? Do you think of it as an activity? Price suggests reframing fun by thinking of it as a feeling. People who are having fun look like they are being illuminated from within. Okay? Price says in her TED Talk. Then she describes 3 essential elements of fun: playfulness, connection, and flow. You can think of it as fundamentals. Okay, so she says that fun is a feeling. People who are having fun look like they're being illuminated from within. Okay, so this is Price's definition of having fun. Now, let's find Sadie Aldis in the paragraph 5, which is here. So she says, for social media influencer Sadie Aldis, fun is a car concert. That's our second keyword, right? This involves listening to her favorite playlist and driving alone in the car with no destination in mind. So having fun is a car concert that involves listening to her favorite playlist and driving alone without having a destination in mind. Okay, so this is Sadie Aldis's definition of having fun. It's a car concert. Now, the question is asking, does Sadie Aldis's idea of having fun match Catherine Price's definition of having fun? So Catherine Price says having fun is a feeling, and Sadie Aldis says having fun is like a car concert. Listening to your favorite playlist and driving alone with no destination. So we can say yes, somehow it does match. If listening to your favorite playlist, driving alone with no destination in mind, makes you feel immersed in the music, immersed in what you're doing, and gives you that feeling of connection, the genuine feeling of happiness, then yes, it does match. Okay? So our answer is yes. And the last question, what is Mike Rocker's opinion about the pursuit of happiness? What does he recommend doing instead? So this time we are looking for, let's do it blue. Mike Rocker. Okay, so what's Mike Rocker's opinion about the pursuit of happiness? What does he recommend doing? Okay, so the two keywords are Mike Rocker's opinion, and what does he recommend doing? Okay, let's go back. Mike Rocker's name has been mentioned in the last paragraph 6 here. See? So according to Mike Rocker, the author of The Fun Habit, there's an important distinction between fun and happiness. Rocker cautions that the pursuit of happiness in general can make you miserable since life is full of unexpected ups and downs. There we go. So, just going to go back to this. Rocker cautions that the pursuit of happiness in general can make you miserable since life is full of unexpected ups and downs. Instead, this is what he recommends. Instead, he recommends making a list of people and things that bring you joy. So instead of, continuously looking for ways different ways to be happy. Okay, have a list of people and things that actually bring you joy. Once you figure out your fun, spend at least 2 hours every day immersed in it. In other words, don't wait for vacations and weekends to enjoy yourself. Okay, so the whole paragraph is the answer to the very last question, question number 5. What is Mike Rocker's opinion about the pursuit of happiness, and what does he recommend doing instead? Perfect. Thank you so much for watching this lesson all the way through. I absolutely loved every second of this lesson. We learned a lot of practical words. You can access the PDF file on our Telegram channel. The link is attached in the first comment, the pinned comment right below the video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your friends. We have over 1,300 videos on our YouTube channel. Encourage your friends to start learning English today. Till another lesson. Love you guys so much. Take care. See you soon, and bye-bye.